Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Today I'm here to talk to you about an awesome new feature that CLIA Payments has, and it all has to do with credit cards, guys. I'm really nervous about the way that you're handling credit card information. I know exactly what you're doing. I've worked with too many firms now to see this. You are writing down the credit card numbers on a piece of paper or having them typed in digitally and storing them as a PDF, all of which makes me very nervous for you. And I don't want you to have to take so much risk, right? I want to make sure that it's not on a PDF, it's not on a piece of paper, somewhere where someone could access it, and we don't want to take that kind of risk. And so I want to make sure that you guys have seen. Now, a couple months ago, LawPay put out a really cool new feature that I'll go ahead and show you on the screen here if we hop over. In LawPay, we've got their new feature called Card Vault, which is great because it allows us to request the client's credit card information. It stores it very securely. We can't see the numbers. Our team can't access the numbers. If we need to charge the credit card, we can go ahead and do that, and that's fantastic. The problem or the challenge is that once it's stored in there, we really can't access that information or can't access that number no matter how we try and get at it, right? And so that's a challenge because now if I want to use that card to pay the invoice in my billing system, in my practice management software, in Clio, anywhere, I basically have to charge it in LawPay and then go ahead and record that manually in my practice management software, which of course is extra steps and extra work. So that's why I'm super excited to show you guys the new feature that CLIA Payments has put out. And here it is. Now keep in mind, this is for CLIA Payments only. This is not available with the LawPay integration. And you'll find this in Clio under the contact, right? So I've brought myself up as a client contact, and you'll see here in the billing information box, I've now got this opportunity to manage payments, or I can go ahead and add a payment method, request a payment method, manage payment methods. And you'll see down here, I've already stored a credit card in here for this client, okay? So when I click on manage, I can go ahead and see the credit card information that's in there, or I can add a new payment method if I have the person in my office and I want to go ahead and put in the payment information here as well. Or if they're not in the office, I can go ahead and request that payment method. And what happens is, if you've already got one in there, it's going to override it. But CLIA will give you a link to send to your clients. They can click on the link, put in their credit card information, and it stores it very securely for you. Now, the best part, or one of the best parts about this, is that when I head over to my matter here now, I can see that we have a payment method on file. And that makes me feel pretty good if I'm working on this file, right? And I can also manage the payment methods from the matter as well, which is helpful. But the bonus part here that I didn't get with the LawPay feature is when I go ahead and click on my bills, if I want to pay this invoice using that credit card, I can simply say charge credit card, right? And now the invoice comes up and it shows my payment being made. I click on billing information and it's already got it saved in there, right? And so this is super helpful. Now, some of you may have remembered in the past, if I had a credit card number for my client and I put it in Clio, Clio would save that number and I could recharge it. But again, that had to do with the fact that I already had the credit card in my office. If we're working remotely or if we don't want the security risk of having our team access that credit card number, now we have the opportunity to have the client input that information themselves. And that can be super duper helpful. By the way, keep in mind that this works well for existing clients, of course, when they have matters that we can charge, but it also works for people that haven't yet hired us. So specifically, if you have a contact who is not yet a client, we can still go in there and store their credit card information. I have to tell you, this makes the workflow so much easier. When you have a client that comes in for a consult, and let's say, or a potential client, I should say, and you want to charge them that consultation fee, we could now, with their permission, of course, store that credit card, use it to charge for the consult. They're not a client yet, so maybe we don't have them in Clio Manage yet. We're working with them in Grow or somewhere else. And now I can save that credit card, and once they do hire me, I don't have to go through the process of collecting it again once they've agreed to that payment. I can recreate my engagement letters to provide for that payment authorization and not have to collect that information on the engagement letter. The number is stored securely, and I still have access to use it to pay those invoices straight from Clio. So I think this is a fantastic feature. If you are looking for a payment system, or if you're looking to make your payments easier, please do consider Clio Payments and give us a call if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Have a great afternoon.